Welcome to the episode number 56 of the episode of the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint with your host Lolita Guarin. Okay, so I'm going to continue a conversation about how to lower your stress when you're dealing with other people. And as we know, we can get in a conflict with ourselves. Majority of time, we get in a conflict with other people. So let's talk about handling conflicts. And when I was reading my notes, I was thinking what I'm going to talk about today. That I'm going to talk about conflicts. I wanted to say it's very important to know how big of a conflict you are planning to get into. There are lots of conflicts in our lives right now that you can look at the news, just even listen to your neighbors. That there's so many conflicts that you cannot even comprehend or solve it. So I am not talking about those conflicts here. I am talking about small, pitiful conflicts that you get yourself in trouble, that you get yourself wind up, stressed out, and then at the end of the day, you're thinking, why did I even do it? Well, probably the end of the day, you still be kind of okay with that because most of the time we start judging ourselves like the next day when we finally wake up and we look back and we think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I don't know. Um, okay, so there's this one funny story that I listened in and I wanted to share with you. And this is really showing how important to get in a conflict is. Or okay, so I'll just tell the story. So 911 received a phone call from a person, and he started complaining that he goes all the time to the same gas station, and the sandwiches suck. Like they so bad, they overpriced, the service is bad there, and he's just going on and on. And mind you, this is like a 911 call, okay? So then the police says, "Listen, dude, just stop going there." Of course, not in those particular words, but just kind of translating it for you. Although it was in English, to be honest. But yeah, like seriously, number one, stop going and buying those sandwiches. And number two, don't call 911. Okay. I found that was hilarious. But then I started thinking to it. How many times do we do the same thing? We go buy sandwiches from the place we hate and we go call the police. And by that, I mean how many times did you talk with a friend or somebody that you know, or with a coworker, or get in some stupid argument over nothing with your neighbor, or somebody on social media posted the comment on your video? Like, for example, I just had big deal, people. It's not a big deal. So when I say, ask yourself a question: when something happens in your life, will that make a change in your five lives? Five lives. Five lives. Maybe it will change in five. Listen, if you need to go for 5 years, 5 lives to fix that conflict, it's seriously not worth it. But it's not worth it even for 5 days. Okay, anyway, let me put myself here together. What I meant is this: when you're in a stressful, like a conflict situation, ask yourself one thing: will it matter in 5 years? Seriously, ask yourself. So when you're arguing with the cashier that maybe they forgot to give you something, or they're too slow, or they something, ask yourself, how is this impacting my life? Is my life going to change because I'm going to be upset at that person in 5 years? Probably not. What makes a difference in your life is that you got yourself upset, you took it personally, and you will go home and then you put everyone on the way there in a miserable place as well. It's just kind of like you get that thing and you want to pass it on. Many times I notice for myself, and it used to be more than now, I will just get in a conflict just because it makes me feel like, oh, I'm now I've seen. Everybody's upset and well, I'm gonna be here upset. Everybody's on the streets and I'm gonna be on the streets. And that's a herd. That's the herd animal behavior. And I do get it. We are herd animals. But how about you not going on with one group just to be seen and go pick some other group that you also can be seen? But it will be better for you and for your family and for your health and for your physical and mental health at the same time, and you maybe can make a difference. It's because if you're going to get into conflicts just because, well, everybody's doing that, and I know, I get it, you're not going to be doing this just subconsciously. You're not. You will be like, yeah, this is the right thing to do, but always ask yourself, why is the right thing to do? And also, is hurting other people is the right thing to do? Because you're doing the same thing, like what you're going against it. So I don't know, this conversation became solving small conflicts into big conflicts. But like I said, I don't want to go there. Okay. I'm just talking about small conflicts. So I'm inviting you now. Just think about your day and catch yourself next time. When you're being invited, kind of drawn in, pulled in some conflict with your coworkers, with your friends, with your sister, with your kids, with your whatever, whatever. Ask yourself, is it really worth it? That now you're gonna spend all this time talking or conflicting with someone and going against the grain and trying to prove your truth, when in reality it doesn't even matter what spoon you're going to eat with. It doesn't matter what somebody's going to wear. It doesn't matter what you're going to eat. Your life does not matter how other people behave. I understand if you have kids, you're like, okay, you need to make sure that they're alive. Okay, I get it. But I'm talking about everybody else outside your doorway. I know it's not a big conflict, so even if you want to leave me a comment and disagree with me, I really welcome participation, because when we pay attention to how we behave, that's the number one step, then we can make a change. Wow, this episode was not really the way I expected, but hey, what do you think? So leave me a comment below and tell me, do you agree? Do you disagree? What about those conflicts? Small, big ones? Are you good in managing them? If you're watching this on YouTube, you know the drill. If you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends. And of course, tomorrow, not tomorrow, well, I mean, the next episode, which I usually have it every single day. And I hope you've been with me here for a long haul already. And I really appreciate you watching this video. And here's another thing. So here's the thing. So next week it's my birthday. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give a gift to you. I've never done this before, but I am pretty much have an amazing package, and I do not pair anything with threes, but if you book 2 sessions with me, you get a third free. The link is in the description below. You're welcome to go. And you can also book a discovery session to see are we a good match and then purchase the package. Either way you like it. For more information, go to my website, beamazingyou.com. Okay, well, I see you in the next episode.